Yo, I love 2D fighters, whether it's games like classic Marvel vs. Capcom, Darkstalkers, or Street Fighter. 2D fighting games are always a genre I can count on for a great time with friends. I'm more of a casual player, so I don't really dive deep into the technical mechanics of the game, but more so how much fun I'm having with it personally. So please keep this in mind as we go through this review. Let's get into it. So Dragon Ball based fighting games are not new to me. I touched on this a little bit in my Kakarot review, but growing up I played plenty of the Budokai trilogy and even the Tenkaichi series. One of the games that I played and truly loved was the obscure Super Dragon Ball Z for the PS2. The game was originally an arcade title that got ported over to the PlayStation 2 in 2005. I may actually revisit this game someday. Who knows? So in 2016, Capcom revealed the trailer for the next installment of the Marvel vs. Capcom series called Infinite. Personally speaking, I had tons of fun with this title. I thought the gameplay was tight and I had tons of fun playing this with friends. But many fans did not feel the same way. The game got major backlash from fans due to the lackluster character roster and how the game looked. So out of nowhere, Bandai Namco and Arc System Works came out with a game that was everything Infinite wasn't. A return to fast-paced 2D fighting in Dragon Ball FighterZ. At the time, Dragon Ball was back in the mainstream with games like Xenoverse and also Dragon Ball Super being the top anime series for many people. So this game was highly anticipated. The first thing that really caught my attention was how the game looked. I mean, I knew Arc System Works was known for their 2D work, but this was some next level stuff. The game looks stunning. It literally looks like you're playing the anime, and I will say this now, I prefer these models over the anime itself. Yes, it's that good. So is it worth playing? Well, let's talk about it. First thing is, this game has a story. Typically, I don't pay much attention to the story in a fighting game unless it's Injustice, but honestly, this one was really good. You start off as a player, inside of Goku's body, and you are controlling him. Come to find out, there's these waves that are causing some weird things to happen. You have clones of your favorite heroes popping up and a brand new threat. I won't spoil much in this review because I've always encouraged people to go experience these stories firsthand, but once Bulma finds out that Goku is not Goku, you are approached by Android 16, who also does not seem like himself. Once we defeat him, Beerus and Whis comes down and sheds some light on what might be going on. Later on, we find this woman who seems to be an innocent character who has nothing to do with anything, but come to find out, that woman is Android 21, and she is the cause of all of this. Now let me say, I love Android 21. In terms of her overall design, 21 is by far the best looking character in Dragon Ball history. Android 21 can eat her opponents by turning them into sweets, similar to Boo. So now our heroes must stop this threat. There are 3 pretty lengthy arcs in the story mode which expands upon all of this. I highly recommend you guys go play through it. One thing I criticized Kakarot for was the fact that the game was basically the same story that we all knew and loved. This game does something original while expanding an already iconic character lineup. No, the story is not perfect, there are some questionable moments, but overall, I enjoyed it. Now, the gameplay. Like I stated, this game is a super stylized 2D fighter. All the over-the-top fighting you know the Dragon Ball series for is here and accounted for. It's extremely fun to play. You have your typical light, medium, and heavy attacks along with your key attacks. I love the Super Dash because it's a very quick way to close the gap between you and your opponent, and also the Dragon Rush to stop blocking. Just like the anime, these attacks are really over the top, and that is part of the appeal. You can fight in a team of 3, but there's also 1v1 and 2v2 options as well. All the modes you expect in a fighter are here, so enjoy that. In terms of the characters, there is a healthy roster of Dragon Ball favorites, and the game is always expanding with paid DLC. During the time of this recording, I do not have all the DLC characters, but I did get my favorites like GT Kid Goku and Kefla. There's a tier list for the roster, so if you're looking to get into the vibrant competitive scene, it's all there. So online is where you're probably going to spend most of your time. For those of you who follow me on Twitch, I get destroyed online. It's not even funny. These players are no joke, so make sure you come with your A game and a strong Wi-Fi connection. Overall, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a no-brainer for fans of the fighting game genre and Dragon Ball alike. The game looks and sounds amazing and introducing one of my favorite characters of all time, Android 21. This game is highly competitive but very easy to pick up and play, but hard to master. This is available on all platforms, so do yourself a favor and get this game. And thank you all for watching.